how this is looking right now. In the top left we do have Solar, in the bottom right it is Taeja. Yes! That guy, Taeja, you might have remembered this guy from Team Liquid. He used to be there for a while. I think he played on Slayers and then went to Team Liquid. I don't think he made the transition to SK Telecom at that time. Quite the blast from the past here. And we see Taeja playing with the Brood War. Terran against the SC2. That's a weird setup though. Against the SC2 Zerg, of course, here. So he's just gonna rally Marines, I guess, across the map? Or what's the plan? This is like a very offensive barracks. In a wall, yeah, it makes sense. But this is like no wall. You need gas though, but you can, with an Academy Rush, go into very fast fire beds, so very fast AoE. And they're actually insanely strong against Zerglings. Not even close, it's madness. So this is going to be a bunker rush potentially. He has an SCV in the front. He can make a bunker if he wants to. And he just waits for the Overlord to skirt a little bit away. And now he's going to come in with the SCV and he's going to throw down that bunker. There we go. There's your bunker rush. Two racks bunker rush with a command center. There is no... what is it called? No academy behind this. So he cannot make medics. He cannot make... Oh, he's just gonna abandon this. This is a fake pressure. But Solar's not falling for this, he just goes for that base. That's so interesting. So he'll most likely cancel this very soon. He's gonna keep it for now, for some vision, until it's under pressure. He will shoot down this Overlord. He has a bunch of Marines, so he's not all in or anything with this. He just pulls back. He has that command center very fast, of course. And he's gonna throw up a bunker now in a different location. And this is not spotted this time. And the Marine group is gonna move over. Now it's a very healthy amount of Marines. What do we have on the side of Solar? 6 Zerglings. They cannot break a bunker. I think you need to abandon the space here. Oh, it just barely doesn't see the Overlord. Oh my god. Now the Marines start to shoot at this. But he will go there with his links and then he will be surprised because he will find that structure as well. Now Taeja moving a little bit too much away from the bunker maybe. He does not want this to be revealed. But he does actually manage to cancel this even without the bunker. Yeah. Now you kind of need to guard, bring your group back home, and he has this bunker granting him vision. So funny. So he's trying to find that last location here. He will be able to get the scout, so just barely, but the Marines will get caught here. Unfortunately, he was not able to bring them home with his group of units here. This is so cool. Come in here, Zerglings. You want to see this? Fireman. Corporal. Marines are privates and medics are first lieutenants, by the way. He just throws down a factory in the wall, so... Oh, he actually makes more factories. What? Why would you wall with a factory though? You kind of need some machine shop factories, don't you? I guess he can make a machine shop like this, can he? He's still getting stim, right? He did get stim. So he has stim. He does not get anything else though. Oh, this is like the Brood War style recently. Oh, so he just lifted in the worst moment and he's like, oh no, there was a hole apparently where Lynx could get through. Now the firebed gets bursted down by the queens and this group of army is gonna fall apart. At the same time, Lynx are still in the main base. They scout that it's mech, or at least very heavy tank commitment. He can still make just bio units, but yeah man, this wall was not a full wall, unfortunately. There was an opening in the north, the link slipped by. And now this is revealed. Solar gets the full scout. This is a terrible start here for Taeja. Even though he got this cancel going, it's not really what he was looking for. Look at that. That was the opening here, where the links could get around. Now siege mode on the way here. A Wraith? It's kind of just making units, man. And Solar's just, he has a Baneling Nest. He could Baneling bust this open if he wants to. There's no tank as of yet behind this with siege mode, only in 10 seconds. Is this gonna be... No, I think it's a purposeful opening here. Baneling speed on the way, +1 armor on the way, infestation pit on the way. Solar looking strong. A Wraith coming across here. It's gonna shoot down an Overlord. Some Overlord hunting is gonna be nice. Will he get that Overlord? Yeah, he gets one, and that should be able to give him a shot at the second one. But there's a Queen Ori in position here. No, that's not how this works. The Wraith has to go away and abandon its plans of shooting down 2 Overlords. Creep is expanding quite rapidly here for Solar, so that's gonna be an issue for Taeja, who has a bunch of vultures now. They don't have their upgrades yet, they don't have speed, they don't have mines yet, but once they hit mines, there's gonna be a nice potential for a minefield over here. He's gonna abandon this position for now though, so very interestingly here. He's gonna just mine down. I guess he will mine this a little bit. Mind the pathway between the 2 players. So you need to kind of have overseers with your armies now. All times. Already losing a bunch of links there to some mines. Oh! Ooh. Oh no! Remember, they don't have combat shields, so Banelings are actually very powerful against those guys. Now finally going into Vulture speed. Vultures are very slow without their speed. But they are pretty strong against Zerglings actually. As you can see here. So Zerglings have to pull back. Oh, first mine hit. Very nice. Ah, the second one was a lot of friendly fire there. Firebat getting killed off. And this Bioforce is decimated. There's one more mine over here, but that's about it. Just trying to lay a few more mines here. Yeah, you can even shoot down low numbers of Hydras like this. They're crazy to see, but it works. He does not find these Banes though. They will walk into a mine, and what a hit! Oh, damn! That's where you're like, this is Simba, isn't it? Yeah, it looked that way. Spider mines, man. What a crazy addition. Oh! So much explosions. Crazy, crazy. Those mines, man. It's weird that they're called spider mines, but they don't even have 8 legs. They have only 4. Now the tanks coming behind this, but the Hydras are shooting down these vultures like crazy. No more support for the tanks, only the mines remain. The tanks are still trading decently against the Hydras, but this was definitely a little bit of an overextension there. Solar had too many reinforcements coming at the correct times here. No mines here in the north. And no more tanks behind this. And now there might be an opening here for Solar. Can he make something out of this? It seems like there's just enough to hold on for Taeja, at least for now. He does not want to have that command center get cancelled, but I think he will keep it alive. And yeah, like Hydras and Vultures are both glass cannons. It's insane, they kill each other pretty fast. Now Taeja has to work with some SCVs defensively here though. There's the +2 finishing up though, and that's a big one on the tanks. It's 80 damage against armored. What are those Hydras? Light. What is it against light? It's 50 damage against light, so 2 shots on those Hydras here. But it seems like Solar's just keeping on pressing forward here. He says like, I can outproduce you, my friend. I have 5 bases. I'm inside your 3rd. Let's trade. And Taeja's like, get off my lawn. He's getting some vessels now, but they don't have any upgrades yet, so they only have D matrices. They don't have the energy yet. GG's gonna be called. Solar just swinging the hammer. Whew. Whew, I haven't played Brood War in such a long time. It sounds so memorable. Spider-Mine's burrowing sound, yeah. That they kept the sound. They implementing most of the all of the Brood War sounds, even like the games finishing and the buildings finishing and stuff like that for Zerg and Terran and Prowlers. They're implementing all the sounds, all the models. They're actually making new models inside of StarCraft 2. I think the sound importation was a little bit easier to do, but the models they have worked on that for a longer time. Yeah, this mod is getting lots of interest. Be awesome of this to become a thing. It is a little bit a thing, but just not big enough yet. And yeah, it would be amazing to have this more and more. And so far it's like there's one SCV boy, there's like one in China that runs the Kung Fu Cup. They will play some Evo as well there, not all Evo, but they do play some Evo there. And then there's the SEL, right, the StarCraft Evolution League. That's from the makers of this, so once they run out of money basically, right, then it's gonna be history. But for now it is there, and they've been running for a while. I think it was displayed in GSL or something as well, like there was some show matches. Soup had some show matches. In the bottom left of Vermeer we do have Taeja. Excuse me, a sneeze. In the top right it is Solar. 4-player maps, of course. Now Taeja chooses SC2. He lost the game and he can choose. The losers just choose if it's SC1 or SC2 for himself. He chooses SC2. And Solar has to play Brood War. There's no queens, so you need to play with Ling defenses. I think there's like, this is like the bi-weekly, and then there's also the big playoffs, like a couple times a year or so. Championship. So we're currently in season 3 of the SEL here right now. This is season 3. It's the first tournament of the 3rd season, and they will finish this off with a championship. And the championships, they have a lot of prize pool actually. It's like the last one that have $6K. That's pretty good, pretty solid stuff. That one classic, by the way, and Taeja did take 2nd place there, if you were interested in that one. Now, let's see how this is gonna go here. Solar needs to remember to make hatcheries. You don't need only hatcheries on locations, you also need your proxy, like, production hatcheries. And Taeja is just going 3 base with no wall. Like, this guy's crazy. He can wall this so easily. Why would you not wall? Now there's links coming across the map. There's gonna be speed. Is he just gonna lose that because he has no units? He has a Reaper who's across the map. And he has a Marine at home. The Reaper's gonna die now because he's under pressure. GG. FML. Because he doesn't make a wall. That was not how it's supposed to go, I think. So he's down 2-0 right now. RIP. Indeed. It would be cool to see this like an option on the launcher. Yeah, I don't think it's ever gonna be that big or possible even, because it's not Blizzard developed, right? So they would have to buy this first, and they're not actually doing this. I think there should be... It should be like on the arcade or something, or it should how the arcade is working or so. I don't know. This arcade thing needs to be overhauled, but I doubt they'll ever do it, so yeah. One thing though is, like, if they ever make a StarCraft 3, you can kind of bring in this mod very easily, because you already have most of the work done, right? That was a very bad game. God, what did we just see there? Like, Taeja has a Reaper who died across the map, and then Solar just wins by making 6 links. Now, what is Taeja picking this time? So he takes in there again the SC2 Terran, by the way. Can already reveal that much. And we're in the best of 5 with a 2-0 lead here for Solar, so let's go into the game. In the top right on Celestial Enclave it is Solar, in the bottom left it is Taeja. And this time, let's see, no, he's gonna wall. Okay, so first of all he's gonna wall. He's not gonna wall this area here, which he could. But he will instead choose for the normal 1-base wall for now. Like, this would be the map to basically put a depot here, put 2 barracks here, and then put another depot here, put a command set over here, put a command set over here, and just go 3CC, double Reaper opening, just pick your opponent apart. Not sure why he's not doing this, but yeah. Double Reaper should be such a big threat to any Brood War Zerg. Now it feels like Solar didn't really have the amount of hatcheries you're supposed to have, right? Didn't really have the production. Maybe it was too early in the game yet and he wasn't able to spend the money anyways. Look at that extractor, it's disgusting. Like, if you zoom in it doesn't really look good, but if you zoom out it looks actually really good. And from this perspective it looks really, really good. And there's your scouting SCV. He's gonna find the first hatchery in the back. He's gonna find the main base here. He's gonna find the pool. Gonna find the drones, don't get snagged, and then he's gonna go out in the front and he will see the last hatchery as well. And the end of the game, 1 Marine is gonna push down that Overlord who did scout the low ground base here, of course. And there is your barracks on top, and there's the 3rd CC. Here's the full scout. He did skip the Reaper and he just goes 3CC from 1 barracks basically and 1 Marine. So a little bit greedy again here. There's gonna be the links coming across the map again. And they should be in time to actually be able to cancel this. So I'm not sure why Taeja is doing this, but he's like playing this so greedy and he has been already punished. Why is he doing this twice in a row? Now the base is finished. Now he can evacuate to the high ground. I think you want to play like Mass Hellion or something. I guess not. He's gonna throw down a second barracks. So quite interesting here. And very fast +1. That NG Bay is super fast. Does he want to play this as a 2-1-1? With +1 and that 16 marine drop? Or what is this gonna be? Such a fast second barracks though. Not really sure. This is such a weird build. I don't think I've seen this. There's the links coming in here. By the way, if you notice this, or try to notice, you will see that. But the links here, by the way, they basically have faster attack speed. So SC1 links are basically on adrenaline already. They have 0.42 weapon speed. I think SC2 links have 0.5 weapon speed. So they are basically 20% faster attacking almost. So they have their adrenaline over than the normal links. So they're like super strong if they actually engage. Now one thing you will see from these guys is they don't like slip into each other. They are actually not stacking. It's very difficult to really stack units on top of each other for the brute war races for some reason. Unlike, for example, SC2 Marines or SC2 Links, they kind of sometimes stack really weird, right? If you remember back, you definitely have seen those moments before where like, man, those are weirdly like moving, especially for Links if they squeeze through like a hole from a Protoss army, you know, or a Protoss base where the Zealot is, and the Zealot is just like not in the perfect spot and they just squeeze through with like 30 Links for some reason. Those Darkcraft Brute War units, they can't really do that, but they actually really occupy that space. And they don't really stack on top of each other. That makes AoE actually a little bit weaker against the Brute War races, funnily enough, from SC2. And the SC2 AoE is weaker anyways. That's actually one of the things that I like the most about this mod. That the units don't really slip on top of each other. It also adds to the readability of the fights, kind of. It makes it easier to identify how many units you're fighting against and stuff. By the way, these Hydras, they have one supply cost. And Taeja does not see this, by the way, here in the north. He's kind of... This is so funny to me. Why is he doing this? He could have had a wall over here. He could have had a wall over here. It's like not really that big of an investment. And it just helps you, doesn't it? This Overlord with his red eye is kind of cool. There's a bunch of Marines now. He's just making Marines non-stop. There's no Banelings, remember. So Marines are actually really good. Oh, he will see this. He actually scans this. I can't believe it. He's gonna come from behind. The Overlord doesn't see it. The army comes from behind. Guess at least with the scan he killed the Overlord. But he had to stim a few of his units. When Taeja, sorry, Solar's back and working on this entrance again here. Oh, pick it up! No, I love the sound of the Zergling dying. It's a really good sound. There we go, Queen's Nest on the way here. So we're gonna see a hive soon. Lurker aspect. There's gonna be lurkers. Lurkers here are weaker than the SC2 lurkers. Even though it sounds funny, they're a little bit faster, but they have less range. Now let's see if Taeja can make this happen here. He has a bunch of Marines. There's no real AoE yet from his opponent. There's no spellcasters, but there's so many Hydras. Look at the numbers of Hydras. It's almost... Medivacs have been shot down so easily. There's even Links in the back here as well. This army is so dead. Why did he even make that move? Looks like a stupid move, doesn't it? Like split your army in half and grant half of them to your opponent. He's gonna lose another Medivac here. Taeja is not really playing his best, I feel like. Definitely has shown way better games before. Now he's trying to go through this bottleneck, but Solar did evacuate in the perfect moment here. And he will start to morph some Lurkers offensive. Oh my god. And they're so cheap, right? How much do they cost? 50 and 100, it's not that much actually. And I think only 2 supply. That's one of their strengths. So they're very supply efficient. And there we go. Lurkers coming in. 1 tank to anchor the position. He doesn't shoot at the Lurkers yet. Oh, he has so many Marines though. This is so tough to read. I think it's better for Solar, but maybe Taeja can hold this. It comes down to the Lurkers, if he can kill the Lurkers. But the Lurkers, they seem like they don't die, and Solar's just gonna win this 3-0. Oh my god. Oh my god.